Hello guys, it's Maza, thejrocker. Before I'm gonna start talking about my concert experience with Exist Trace, I just wanna apologize because every time I put my camera down, this one I'm recording with right now, this annoying noise comes, and I've noticed it before in my videos and it just drives me nuts. So apparently I have to hold my camera, and I don't have anything else, that can hold my camera besides of my own hands right now, so you just have to bear with me. And I'm sorry because I'm not sure, maybe this camera is starting to get a little bit slow, maybe it's broken or something, it started to get a little bit crazy, so just apologize for that. But that was not the topic I was gonna talk about. I'm going to talk about my concert experience with Exist Trace. This was my second concert here in Japan, my second year concert in Japan, in Shinsaibashi, and the concert hall was called Varon. I think you pronounce that in that way, Varon. And this concert was yesterday, Saturday, and today it is Sunday, December 18, if I'm not totally wrong. Yeah, so the concert was yesterday, December 17. I didn't do this yesterday because when I came home I was super tired after this concert, and today I feel a little bit better, even though I can't barely, use my head. I can't barely put my head down because it hurts. I've been headbanging so hard, but it was worth it. So I am very, very sore today. And tomorrow I have another concert, so I'm not sure I'm gonna survive that one, but we'll see tomorrow, right? So I'm gonna talk about this concert experience because this experience was a little bit different than the first one I was at. Sorry about that noise, I'm trying to check my memory as always, so I don't talk in vain. So I came to Varon about 1 hour before the concert, or before they start let us in, but they actually let us in like earlier than they were supposed to. It was good, even though it was a little bit cold, but it wasn't that bad. So I was first there and I was waiting, and then this guy came and he was super beautiful. I thought he was Itsuki from the Black Swan, because he had this piercing in and he looked like him, and he also sounded like him when he was talking. I was like, my god, you look like Itsuki, but it wasn't him because Itsuki had more piercings and he only had one in his lip. So it wasn't him, but it was very, very similar to Itsuki. So he was like 8 tickets first, and there was a lot of fans. I mean, it wasn't a lot because the venue, the concert hall, was very, very small. It was like the smallest one I've been on or been to so far. But I'm just gonna tell you that the fans were very mixed, and I was one of the youngest. I was not the youngest one, I was one of the youngest fans there. Otherwise it was like as many boys as it was girls. I mean, older men, older women, and they were super crazy during the concert. I'm just gonna tell you, they really had a go in themselves. So it was, I felt very, very small, very, very young compared to them, but I didn't mind. So it was 8 tickets first. I had B ticket because I bought mine after Exist Trace meet and greet in November. And then he was like, oh, B tickets, and I went down, and then we were gonna form a line, and the C tickets form a line, and A tickets form a line. This system is so good. I mean, Sweden should have this as well during concert. And they had one flower for Exist Trace. I took pictures on it, but my camera didn't really work as it should. It was the same camera that I'm working with. But yeah, it was a super beautiful flower. We waited for a while, and then the A tickets went in, and then the B tickets, and then the C tickets. And yeah, so we handed over our tickets, and then we got them back, so I have a memory. And then we paid for the drink, and then we got a drink ticket and some flights and etc. And then we went in, and I was like, no, I'm not, I don't want to drink right now. And then I went in, and they were selling merchandise at the back of the scene room or the venue hall. And I was like, should I buy before or after the concert? And I was like, no, maybe I should buy before, because otherwise I might, forget, or I'm not sure. So I decided to buy before the concert. And then I was not the only Fortune fan, it was a lot of Fortune fans there from different parts. I'm not really sure where you all came from, but it was quite amazing to hear English at a Japanese place. Yeah, so I was standing in line for merchandise, and I bought, I'm gonna show this stuff, so I'm actually wearing some of them right now. I bought a hoodie, or a parker as they call it here in Japan. but I say hoodie, t-shirt, towel, and then some cards, kind of card, not photo sets, but cards. I'm gonna show you because it's hard to explain what it was. But it was cool, and you can only buy 3 of these, and I wanted to have more because these cards were put in envelopes, so you couldn't really see which members it was on them. So I was like, oh, this is like, you get what you get. And I was really hoping to get one with Umi and Miko, because Miko is my favorite. Miko is my sister's favorite in X-Trace, and Umi is my favorite in X-Trace. Yeah, you can pretty much hear that I'm tired, right? And that's all I bought. They had more stuff, but I was like, yeah, I need to save my money for next concert, which is gonna be on Monday, tomorrow. Yeah, but it was good. At least I buy the things that I really wanted to have, because these things are cool. And then after trying to get more photos or these cards, she was like, no, you can only buy 3. I was like, please, I want to have more. No. Okay, fine. And then I was like, where should I stand? Because you could basically see everyone, but I get back to that. So I decided to stand on Umi's side because Umi's my favorite. And it was so small. It was very, very small. I can't even explain how small the venue was, but it was cool. And in the middle of everything, I was gonna take off my phone, preparing, and put this t-shirt on, and I was gonna send a message to my sister on Facebook. But when I was about to do that, all of a sudden the concert started, and I wasn't even ready for it. And I'm gonna switch card here, right? I'm gonna get back to you as I always do, right? And this is my regular hair when I have showered and everything. This is how it looks like when I've done anything with it and no makeup. So I'm gonna get back to you when the concert actually started. And this was super fun, I'm just gonna tell you. So I was trying to send a message to my sister, but I didn't manage before the concert actually took, like, it started like that. And I was so unprepared, because all of a sudden they were standing on the stage. I was like, wow, what happened? I had no idea. So I'm gonna get back to you guys. This was the first part of this concert experience with X-Trace. I'm weird. So Maza is back with this concert experience with X-Trace from yesterday. So the gig started, and I was trying to send a message to my sister, but I didn't have a chance because they like turned the lights off, and then I was like, oh my god, it's gonna start. I put my phone down fast as I could, and then the curtains went off from the stage, and I was standing in a very good spot. I know, not too far in front and not too far back. I was like, it was a good spot because the venue was so small, and I love this venue. It was the best one I've been on so far, even though it was very long but very short in that way. It was long but short. And then all of a sudden Mali came on stage, and I was like, woo, and everyone was like, yay. And this audience was super amazing. I mean, no pushing, no anything, because it's Japan, of course. And then the other members came. Naoto came, Miko, Umi, and then Jo, and everyone came, you know. That's not the exact order how they came, but I remember that Mali came first. And then they started with the first song right away, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm gonna talk about the fans. These fans are like hardcore fans to X-Trace, because they knew all furies, all moves, all headbangs. They knew everything during this whole concert. I was like going with the flow, you know. I did what everyone else did, because I was new to this, you know. I never seen X-Trace live before, so I had no idea how to act. But I managed to understand how to do everything, and I even managed to do some of the furies as well. I was very surprised. And since I don't really remember the order of all the songs that they actually performed with, I mean, it was so many songs that I don't really even remember how many songs it were. But I hope that the set list will come up later, so I can actually see how many songs it actually were, and I might be able to tell you that in another experience video later on. But some of the songs that really catch me was Judea. Judea was my first X-Trace song, and I was super happy that they actually took it and they performed it, and I was so happy because I got a chance to experience so many old memories from when I actually started to listen to X-Trace back in 2008, and hearing that song live and see them on the stage while with this song, it was a glorious moment for me. I felt so blessed. and it felt like I went up in heaven during this whole concert because they were so amazing. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit emotional. I feel a little bit emotional right now, but it was super good. And then, I mean, many of their songs were very hardcore. You know, I headbanged so much, and I think I never headbanged this much before. Not even during Gazette, I've been headbanging this much. That's why I have so much pain today. But all the fans were crazy. I mean, these older women and mans and boys and girls, you know, all these kind of people who were at this concert. I mean, the women were like crazy, and the guys and the older men were crazy, and the girls were crazy. Everyone was crazy. And the 40 fans was crazy as well. I mean, everyone was crazy, dancing around, jumping, furies, headbanging. I mean, there was all kinds of things. And then something very interesting happened that I have no idea about earlier. That was that during Umi's solos, when she does her guitar solos, everyone goes down on the floor like this, and bows in front of her like this, standing out with her arms like this, and down on your knees while she's doing her solos. And every time she did those, everyone was down, and I was like, oh my god, this is a holy moment, and she looked very happy. So it was cool. And then, I mean, the guys were cool as well because they were as crazy as the girls. Even though they were older, they were still crazy. It was super fun to see this mix between fans, how it could really be. And I was super surprised, and I was super happy that I got a chance to experience this difference, because I'm not used to this difference. I'm used to fans who are in the same age as me, and being in a room with people who are older than you and younger with each other like that during a concert was amazing to experience. Super happy. And then, let's see, they were singing a lot of songs. I got a new favorite songs. I don't really remember the name of it because I've never heard it before. Yes, I know. But it was super good, and even if you're a jerk fan, you can't really keep a track on all songs. But these songs was very good, and I love it so much because Miko's guitar was like in my ears all the time, and it was like in the whole room when she was playing the guitar during the parts of that song. I was like, oh my god, this is pure heaven. This is heaven for real. I mean, oh my god. And then Mali was very cool behind her drums. She's a badass drummer, by the way, and Naoto is a badass bassist. I mean, she's so cool with her long black hair and staring at everyone like this. And Jo's voice, she is amazing, and she's an amazing vocalist. And Miko as well, amazing vocalist and guitarist. And Umi, well, she's my favorite. What can I say about her? She's perfect. And during a moment there that I really remember was that she was looking at our side often because we were standing on her side, many of us. She looked at me at one moment and she was like, I recognize you. You know, that kind of expression. I was like, oh my god, she sees me, she recognized me. And she was like, you, kind of, you know, with her face and everything. Her face expression told me that, and I was like, I got a little bit, you know, red in my face because she remembered me from last time when we met. And I was like, oh my god, yes, she knows. And I was like, oh my god, fangirl moment, I'm fangirling over a woman. Man, it feels so good. I'm not sure why. It just feels good to fangirl over a woman for once, you know. Not only guys, I mean, for women as well. Super, super fun. And I'm getting red now. I feel I'm super hot when I'm thinking about this. And then the other members saw me as well. I'm sorry about my English right now. I'm very, very tired. I'm doing my best to get this video uploaded today. And it's starting to get very late because the next concert is tomorrow. But all their songs they made was super perfect, and in between the songs they were talking to us. They were like, are you having fun? We want to see more. You're amazing. This is our first concert of this tour. You know, all these kind of things. And they were acting weird. Miko was acting weird, and you was like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? And everyone was laughing, and even Naoto was laughing. I was like, yay Naoto, woohoo, go girl. And it was so much fun, and I think it was a long time since I had this much fun. And with a girl band, I mean, girls are power. and they are so amazing live, Exit Race, and I mean everyone should see them live. I had a very, very good blast, and like I said, all the fans were so kind. There were no pushing, everyone was respecting everyone's place and spot and everything, you know, and it was so cool. And then when they had been singing a lot of songs, they went out, and right away everyone was starting to go for encore. And I was like, yeah, of course, I joined this one. I want to have more. I don't want to finish right now. So everyone, the girls went like this, encore, and then the guys came after. I was like, encore, encore, encore. I was like, oh my god, they have figured all out already how to do this encore. And then after a little while, Exit Trace came back on stage, and I was like, oh my god, these people, they have so good control. I've never seen that before. This control over every part of the concert. I mean, it was perfect. I mean, it was amazing, and I'm not sure what else to say. It was so cool. And I'm gonna get back to you guys again, because this memory card is finished. I'm gonna change. Alright, so I'll get back to this concert experience with Exit Trace, because I'm not done yet. Maza is back with this concert experience with Exit Trace. Now we have come to the encore, and when Exit Trace came back on stage, I think they were actually performing with 3 or 2 more songs before the concert was finished. I'm not really sure if it was 2 or 3. The set list will show, but all of the guys were like woo woo woo, and during the last song everyone did the last they could, because it was super hot and I was sweating really bad. And everyone was like, whoa, whoa, for this concert. Exit Trace gave everything they had during the whole concert, and we gave everything we had as audience as well. And the people who were in the front row were like very crazy, because there was one guy who was like all the time. I was like, oh my god, he's super crazy. And Miko and Omi had like a moment when they were standing back with their backs at each other and playing guitar, and it was so cool to see, and they were laughing at each other and everything like that. And I was like, oh my god, moment, a very good fan service moment. Oh my god, ooh. Nice. And then let's see, try to think. I think I already talked about all the things that actually happened, because it's hard to explain, because when you've been there it's easier to actually explain because you were there, but it's hard to explain on camera because it was a concert, you know. And it was super duper fun, like I've already said like 100 times. And at the end of the concert they were thanking everyone for coming. They had these shirts on and everything, and they were like, you're having it under the jacket, and everyone was laughing because Umi had her under the jacket, but you could still see it. And she was so pretty with her smile. And then they were like, thank you so much for coming, we're going to Nagoya tomorrow, and then we're going to Tokyo. And I was like, yeah, I wish I could come to the rest, but I'm stuck here, so I'm stuck in Osaka right now. But it was super fun, and they were like, thank you so much, and everyone was like, yay, yay, whoa, clapping, clapping, clapping. And then Umi was throwing her pick out from her guitar, and it was almost at my hand, but the guy next to me, like, no, not next to me, right in front of me, like one step at left. I was here and the guy was here. Oh, I mean, I was here, a girl here, and then the guy who was next to her, I'm so confused right now. I don't even remember. So it was me, a girl, and then the guy there got the guitar pick. And I was like, man, I was so close, and everyone around was looking at the floor like, where is it? And I was like, man, that guy got it, you know, he got it right in his hand, no problem. It was like it just came right into his hand. It's not more to it than that. And I was looking at Miko like, I wanted to have that one. And she was like sorry, kind of. And I was like, oh well, what to do about it? Next time maybe. I don't have a luck when it comes to when J-rock artists throw out things. I have never ever during my 8 years, almost 9 years as a J-rock band, have been able to catch something from the bands when they throw something out. Never ever. No drumstick, no plectrum, no water bottle, no towel, no toy, whatever they can throw out. You know, Alkife actually threw out a hammer once. like a toy. And I've never been able to catch something, and I'm super mad because I want to be able to catch something sometime, because I've been on a lot of Giro concerts now and I haven't been able to catch anything. Oh man, this is kind of bad luck, isn't it? So yeah, but then she threw it out, he got it, and the man was like waving, and Mali came on the middle of the station holding up their towel with X's trace. And I'm just gonna jump back because I now remember something, that they were like, oh, you need to buy your shirts, they are cool, we have designed them and everything. And Miko's like, I designed the towels and everything, it's like unisex, it's for both boys and girls. And I was like, yeah, it's good, because it's good, what's good? It's good, because we need that, yay. And yeah, so then they went off stage and the concert was finished and the curtains went back and everyone was clapping. And I was super tired in my legs, and since I already bought the merchandise, I was like, well, I could head home right away now. And I was still looking after that plectrum. I said pick right, I mean plectrum. And maybe you can call it pick as well, I'm not sure. The plectrum anyway, that Umi threw out and the guy catched. Everyone was looking for it on the floor. I was like, still, the guy there, he got it. There's no way to look for it because he got it in his hand or in his bag or in his pocket right now. But yeah, that was it, and I went out, tried to take a little bit of rest. I was resting a bit before I decided to go back home. And I was remember everything from the concert. It was super fun to see everyone together like this, both younger fans and older fans and middle-aged fans, kind of. It was all kind of mixed yesterday, and it was so cool. So I came home, I was very sore in my neck, and today I could barely move my head. So tomorrow it is Meteoroid concert here in Osaka at the same place where Exit Straits played at yesterday. So I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to move my head tomorrow, because I know their concert will be a lot of headbanging as well. I mean, all year concert kind of is, right? So I'll see how I will survive that one. But for now, I'm just gonna tell that if you haven't seen Exit Straits live, or if you will get the chance to see them someday, I highly recommend you to see them live, because these girls are more badass than you think. They can headbang, they can do everything like male J-rock bands can do. They are super amazing. From my heart to Exit Straits, arigatou gozaimasu. I will definitely see you girls, I was almost going to say guys, girls, live again someday. When you come back to Osaka, I will be there. For sure. Umi, Mali, Miko, Naoto, yo. Arigatou gozaimasu. This will actually be kind of the end of this concert experience with Exit Straits. And now to the final things before I finish off this, I'm gonna show you the merchandise that I bought with Exit Straits. And then I need to finish this one off because I need to prepare myself for tomorrow's gig. So from Exit Straits, well, now I'm really tired. From me, Maza, to Exit Straits. I love you girls so much, and Umi especially. I love you, girl, man. You're so cool. You're so cool. とてもかっこいいです。Umiさんはとてもかっこいいです。I get back to you with the merchandise. ありがとうございます。はい。That was not good. I can't go that far down. That's what you get. But it was worth it. I would never ever change my life in either way. I'm just gonna tell that. Giro changed my life. Exit Straits also changed my life. They're one of my favorites. Has always been, will always be, Exit Straits. So this is my ticket from yesterday with Exit Straits. Then we got some flyers, some, schedule. We got like a lot of things. Then we got poster flyer. I actually had to cut this one in half. Many different bands. Then we have this towel. Let's see if I can get it out straight. Kind of, at least. That wasn't the easiest part. Kind of. Yeah, this will do. It's this trace towel, then you see my legs. Pretty cool, huh? Then I have actually mixed these ones up. See if I can get them back. Here are those photo sets cards that I was talking about. I'm trying to get this together. Sorry. This is the first. This was not the first. This was the first one that I opened up. This is Mali. Then you got a little pin with each. And then this envelope. The second one I got was Joe. A little pin. And then the envelope, same. And then of course the envelope. And I got my favorite one, of course. Umi Daisuki. Umi Daisuki. Look at that pretty face, huh? Isn't you hear my English, right? It's so bad. Isn't she beautiful? She's so perfect, gorgeous girl, man. And then this one. Not sure which way it's gonna be. Like that. Yay. And then to the finals. Hoodie Parker / Parker. I mean, this design is so badass. I mean, look at this. And then the t-shirt, the same one as on the Parker or the hoodie. So yeah, that's all guys. I'm gonna finish off this video now. See you guys next week again. Bye bye. Maza thejrocker is now out. And I'm gonna finish off this one with Umi, of course. Umi is so gorgeous. She's so beautiful. Now I said it correct this time. Guys, see you again. Guys and girls, boys and girls. See you again. Maza thejrocker is out. Bye bye. Bye bye guys.